So, yesterday I pulled in this ugly old New Holland. I guess I'm gonna have to do a series of videos on this one. And we got issues back here. There's no air filter. And then way down in there, the throttle linkage is hooked up backwards and it's not working properly. There's silicone hanging out of the carburetor there and it leaks. There's a whole bunch back here. But then up here, the two front cylinders are leaking. We're gonna have to do a little rebuild there. And there's no hydraulic pressure in this machine, so I gotta go in here. And I'm gonna pull that pump out of there and check out what's going on, because I did a test and the valve works. And how to do that is I put a pry bar in and I pull and then I push the pedal, and sure enough the hydraulics move. So it's a pressure problem. It's down in there in the pump. So we're gonna get to that this morning and then we'll start working on the rest. We're gonna try it. This one just has to crack loose, that's all. There we go. Cracked it loose with a crow's foot wrench. And of course, my crow's foot wrench fell off down in there. These are all kinds of fun. Okay, now I'm gonna get on this one. And that one cracked easy. I wonder how much oil is gonna come out. I should put a pan under there. Not too bad. I don't see anything dumping yet. Okay, so that one's off. Not bad. Okay, now we gotta get this big one over here off. And that's a big one. Oh man. Get the big wrenches. What size do you think that is? 1 and 5/16 is a little under that, but let's see. This may crack it. This close. Okay, we're gonna try to get you guys in there nicely. I think you can see what's going on right there. You see, yeah, you can kind of see what's going on. All these lines are up here. I need a crow's foot wrench to go way inside of there. If I can reach with this extension, I'm hoping. Yeah, it's way down in there. And we'll see if we can get it to crack. Oh boy, that's a tough one. Longer extension, maybe. These things are always tough. They gotta be rough on me, you know? I have to try from the top, maybe. Boy, it's a pain to get into. But we gotta get it, one way or another. Troubles. You gotta get on there. I know what's going on there. There we go. Now we gotta try to crack that end so I can move the other end. You'll see in a minute if I can. Nope, the whole thing is turning, fingers. So that means I gotta get a bigger wrench on the inside. Or another wrench on the inside. And sometimes then it gets to be a real pain in the neck. I'll shut the camera off. That way you guys don't have to watch all the little stuff. But we're gonna try this. We're gonna try it. This one just has to crack loose, that's all. There we go. Cracked it loose with a crow's foot wrench. And of course, my crow's foot wrench fell off down in there. These are all kinds of fun. Okay, now I'm gonna get on this one. And that one cracked easy. I wonder how much oil is gonna come out. I should put a pan under there. Not too bad. I don't see anything dumping yet. Okay, so that one's off. Not bad. Okay, now we got to get this big one over here off. And that's a big one. Oh man. Get the big wrenches. What size do you think that is? 1 5/16 is a little under that, but let's see. This may crack it. It is close. Yep, not a problem. People think these are really rough to do. They are kind of a pain in the neck, but they work very well, these old machines. They'll move a lot of material around. They aren't bad. When they're in good shape, that is. This one's a little rough. But we're hoping, fixing some of that. That. We're hoping. Now, what kind of tool should I get in there? Extension, maybe? Oh, that's it. 1/16 extension. Maybe we'll get it. We'll get in there though. It's so close to the pump. I would need maybe a thin wall socket. Which you don't have in that set. And this set. Okay. That one's still pretty thick walled. What we're gonna try, there we go. That's tight. And guess what? That's on there good. There we go. Cracked it that way. Yeah, now we'll get them. Okay, this pump is almost out of here. And then we're going to take it over to the bench and see what we got. We got lots of fluid in there. Well, a little puddle on the floor. That pump feels good so far. Yeah. I think their pump is funny. Very interesting. If the pump is fine, then what else is wrong? We're going to check the pump first. So we're going to shut you down, bring it to the bench, and check this out. Okay, so we're now set up on the bench. I've loosened all the bolts in the pump. What we're going to do is just check the bearings and the gears. I'm not 100% sure on the diagnosis. I only checked the valve from the one side. I don't have all the fancy gauges and stuff, you know, so. And this was easy enough to pull out of there. 2 bolts and 2 hoses, so wasn't too bad. We're going to check what's in there and see if it's good. I've cleaned everything up. This pump doesn't look terrible. It does have some ridge in it, but not terrible. This pump should work. Yeah, it's not bad in there. You got to check all in here. Let's see if there's any scoring around the outer sides. In here you'll see scoring if they're bad. I'm going to clean this out a little better. So we're checking the pump just to make sure, because there's something wrong going on here. Okay, now that it's all over my glasses, I blew it out. We can actually pull the gear, and there is a score in there, but not enough to stop this from working. So this is actually a good enough pump. It's oil in it. It shouldn't. So I'm going to put the bolts back in this. I'm going to put some oil in it, and I'm going to turn it manually and see what it does. These 2 are long ones. Go in there. So it's one of the weird ones that goes up there. There's a couple of them with little funky heads. Just because there's no room to get a wrench on them. It's their long one. And we got the 4 short ones. Okay. Yeah, these 2 little ones are the weird ones. They did that because there's no room to put a normal screw in there. And I don't think I have a 12-point socket, so I'm just using a wrench and taking it back down. I'm going to dump a little regular oil in it and turn it and see if the crunchiness goes away. I feel a little something in there. But I think this pump is a worker. I'm wondering if it's sucking air someplace, like around this little valve or something. I gotta figure out a way to pressurize the whole system. Check out what's going on. Okay, so that's that. Let's see. Yeah, still feels crunchy. Turns hard. Okay. think you can see that, not sure. But this is a little check valve, and it's got a wing nut on it, like it's supposed to come apart or something. There it goes. We're going to check the check valve, see what it looks like here. Ooh, it's a screen filter, and it looks pretty plugged. So there's our issue right there. I noticed it wasn't coming through fast. There it is. I thought it was a check valve, but it's a screen filter. Boy, that looks nasty. So we're going to clean the screen, and we're going to try again. I can't shut the camera off. Got too much crap on my fingers. Okay. That is yuck. Okay. So that screen filter housing, I'm going to clean that out. Let's stick it in the bucket. While we do it, instead of going all over the place, like that, I'm making a mess, man. Okay, clean the screen filter housing. And I don't want it to go into the pump, so of course I'm aiming downward. Okay, clean the end cap clean everything up. Now I know what the problem was, I think. The stupid little filter that looks like a check valve. At least I hope that's it. Okay. While it's sitting this way, I'll just stuff it back together. It's kind of nice to work on this way. It came off a little different. Maybe get that in that little indentation and slip it on. Yep, that worked. Boy, this bolt is tight. It doesn't like to turn, so that tells me it hasn't been done in a long time. This screen filter, which I didn't know was there. I thought it was a check valve. To me, I believe it's upside down because you can't service it in the machine. It's aiming down like that. But I guess they did that so it collects the stuff. So this thing can all go back in the machine. And wipe my hands, shut the camera off, finally. So I got you guys kind of back in here with me. You guys saw me take it out, so I felt no need to show you putting it back in, except for my crow's foot wrench went way down in there. And now it just fell out. So I'm gonna go under and get it. And I can tighten up that last line. And we'll see if this thing works. I believe it will, because the pump looks pretty good in there. And everything else looked pretty ready to go. And that filter was just plugged up. It didn't even look like any kind of filter to me. I thought it was a check valve, which they do use on a lot of systems because you don't want the fluid going back to the tank. You want it to run into the pump. So here I was thinking that that filter housing was a check valve, but it wasn't. But nobody's perfect, you know. I'll get this thing operating and working again, one way or another. Yeah, this is the pressure one, so it's gotta be nice and tight. It's a pain in the neck one, also. But I think I got it now. It did move a little bit there. And there goes my crow's foot again. It keeps falling off. Might as well just knock it down. Like fall out the bottom again, right? If I can. Last time I did it with the other tool there and a magnet. I don't know if it fell out or not, but it probably will when I start it. So I'm gonna move this back. I'm gonna put some of that back together because I pulled it apart just to look. So I gotta, just to make sure the hydraulics work, I'm gonna just shove this pin back in there. I'm gonna try to start it up and see what we got. I don't have a seat in here or anything, so it's a little gnarly, but we'll see. All I gotta do is make sure it goes up and down. Oh, she's taking off on me. Where's she going? Where's she going? And that solved that problem. It was just a screen filter. I'm gonna end up doing a series on this, I guess.